Zinfandel aroma wheel. There are other aroma wheels that are specific, that are non-specific to varietals, but this is specific to to Zinfandel because it's put out by ZAP, Zinfandel Advocates and Producers. And when you say a wine is fruity, for instance, you pick that section of the wheel, and there are terms, descriptors around the outside. So you say, you know, I think this tastes like a berry fruit. Whoops, you just narrowed down your descriptors down to here. Oh, well, let's see. I think it tastes more red fruit. Oh, okay, well, let's see. There's cranberry, raspberry, strawberry, strawberry jam. Those are the red fruits. These, blackberry, blackberry jam, boysenberry, blueberry, and black currant, cassis, are the black and blue, black and blue fruits. So then you could also say tree fruits. Where those guys are. No, this is a different, this is only the Zinfandel wheel. On the main wheel, there's also one that says citrus fruits, and there's one that says tree fruits. So there's apple, pear, all those kind of family. And then within apple, you can go out from apple and say golden delicious, wine sap,
really healthy.
Yes. So
helpful.
It's a way to think. It's a way of organizing your thoughts. So if you say something tastes vegetative, okay, is it fresh green beans? Is it fresh bell pepper? Is it more of a dried, like straw? That kind of thing. And it can, so this is specific to Zin, like I said, but there is one of these for regular wine as well. And each one of these chemicals can be reproduced in a solution of wine or water and alcohol if you want to be cheap. But just take a cheap wine, a jug wine, and put a little bit of hay in the wine and smell it. A little bit of olive, a little bit of tea, a little bit of tobacco, and then you can smell and say, I think I do smell tea in this wine.
Right, to help educate your palate a little bit, or your whether it be the aroma palate or the actual flavors. Yeah. So you mentioned a website where somebody could actually see this?
It's actually called winearomawheel.com.
winearomawheel.com. And the person that developed that is somebody you went to school with, or?
Actually, she was my master professor. She was, yeah, she has her whole background. She has a PhD, Dr. Ann Noble, basically in tomatoes and food science, but she did all her work in tomatoes up in Calgary, I think, or Edmonton, somewhere up in Canada. And then she came down to Davis while I was at Davis in the late 70s. Mid-late 70s, and she took the beer aroma wheel and created one for wine in general. And she hadn't finished it when I left, but I was contributing a little bit toward defining what those compounds were while I was there. Excellent. And because I worked for her as well, I was her lab slave. So, but she's had lots of lab slaves that have contributed to them over the years. And then the ZAP commissioned her to make one just for Zinfandel, and I believe there's one for sparkling wine because there's very different flavor sensations or aroma sensations. Actually, this has nothing to do with flavor and taste. This is all aroma.
So we could go to that website and we could order up a couple of these, or just use the one online or whatever?
Yeah, they're $6 a piece. They're cheap.
Yeah, I think it's worth it for the value that it gives you.
Yeah.
There it is. Look at that, AC Noble/ZAP.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Ann Noble and Carol Shelton, for your contributions, helping us all learn how to better describe and communicate wine and the different flavor profiles in wine.
Yeah.